I know this week's TerraFormars reviews was a bit later than normal. A lot of my uploads have been extremely random actually, and I must apologize for that because ever since I uploaded the first three and the manga chapters coming out very randomly, so it will happen once in a while or more often than it should. So I'm reviewing episode 5 of TerraFormars, I think this week or last week's episode of TerraFormars. So let's talk about what went down. I'll let you know what I thought about it. I'll actually give a recap, I'll give you some thoughts on it, everything else, all that lovey-dovey stuff that I always be doing. So basically, TerraFormars episode 5. Oh my god, Marcus was just going in. I believe that's his name, Marcus or Marcus. I think it's involved with Mark in his name. So he was going in, he was like, avenging Shelby, whatever. Oh my, it just like, wow, so sad how basically Shelby's past. We also gotta find out how her house burned down because of all money. That just showed me that money is a very, very important thing in life. That ever since the issue with money, basically Marcus and his friends' parents, whatever, they basically burned the house, burned the mansion down because of obviously money issues, and she had to go somewhere else to live somewhere else. And so the two guys, they tried to chase after her, showing that the two do care about her. So they obviously her landlord was basically gone and just had to live in the streets and everything else. And she was talking about how she wants to go to Mars one day. She might go to Mars one day where a world isn't corrupted, populated by poverty, like death and starvation. So she had a dream of going to Mars. She eventually did go to Mars eventually, but at her time of death, sadly, obviously changed Marcus' opinion on everything else in life. And obviously, I wonder what happened to Marcus's friend. I believe was with him, or maybe he was the other other ships that went. But overall, after they obviously went there, they both of them, when they were children, went to the institution where Captain Kochi was, I believe his name, Captain Komochi, whatever. They went there and they found Shelby. It was like a reunion that they never expected to, and obviously they got separated and reunited randomly. And that's how fate is. Some fate sometimes do a good thing, but sometimes fate is a very horrible good thing. Their lives are basically, their parents themselves unintentionally ruined Shelby's life in a way, and they have to deal with everything else. And it's like, that was overall a little recap what happened. They mainly went to the past, and afterwards just Marcus ripping heads off. And I haven't mentioned that I love the fact that the show is uncensored. Uncensored shows are just, oh my yes, I want to see the uncensored content. This is what those type of shows should be. If a show is initially horror, it should stay horror, because that is the show that you're going to use. That show you're trying to watch. So if you're not trying to watch a horror, then don't watch a horror at all. If you're not watching a horror and you see this stuff, then that's a little issue, but obviously that is your choice. If you watch a horror, you're watching a horror. So overall, I really did enjoy this episode. The action was there. They also explained how Michelle also, Michelle K. Davis, how she explained her father was also part of the bugs experiment, and also her own surgery. So they basically both combined. So the bug surgery, her father's part of descendants, obviously they gave the genes. So we could say that she's also part, not bug, yeah, bug. She's basically an ant herself. She has the power of an ant, and she's able to be really strong. And it's like how Michelle, I don't want her to die. She went drowning underwater. I was like, is she gonna die? I think that ever since she left Akari, whatever. Also, Akari met somebody. He actually met a child who actually gave him hope that, I will meet you one day. I will help you, kid, because he probably has the same disease that his girlfriend or his friend, her female friend, did. He wants to help the people do. That's why he went to Mars. That was also his motivation overall. Just like, I want to see what's going to happen. I wish it wasn't 12 episodes, because already have almost halfway through the series, and I'm like, they left out some. Probably I'm probably gonna pitch the manga, because I saw 2 volumes over there, and I'm gonna see, compare to guys, if the development is different. Did they skip any development about? I don't know. I want to know more about Kyrie's friend, whatever. What did she do in the past? Why, how is Kyrie also freaking like a beast, a mutant in the first episode? Why is his eye so glowing? Because he said that without the syringe, his powers are under control. He would feel like he's a beast and not more of a human. So what does that possibly link to his past? Why did he do this? So many questions that should be answered. This is just a reminder of Tokyo Ghoul, the way it went. Towards the end, something badass might happen. Maybe a season 2 will happen, because these days these shows love to have season 2s and not season 3s, even though they need a season 3 sometimes. But overall, that was the episode review. Be sure to like the video. It doesn't take really long. Be sure to comment below what you thought of the episode. I will be most likely next one, not this week, not this upcoming week, maybe next week. 2 weeks from now, the whole uploads will go back to normal, because a comic chapter came out, the manga chapter came out randomly, and the first 3 Trinity 7 should be released, I believe, on Monday or maybe before this, and some other videos should be released accordingly. And after that, impressions and everything else will be released, then I can continue with the proper upload. So my name is PlasmaRPG, and I'll see you guys later. Farewell.